ones, they just flip niggas. Even your family a switch, nigga. And your mans hit the can and then snitch, nigga. So get down on the flow, cause the snakes get down on the low. Same ones that be laughing in your face and make you smile out your throat. So if you tryna stay around, gotta know what you care for. And I'm like, fuck you care for. And they say you should care more. Yeah, fucking right. Then they say what you care for. And I'm like, fuck you care for. And they say you should care more. Yeah, fucking right. So what if you ain't got a pot to piss in? I got my pot, now tell me where I should be.
Hey. What's happening, Hubies? Welcome to another episode of RiHuBe. And I'm your host, me. And you guys are definitely you. I don't think we really need to say very much of anything to open up. We're just going to do this like we like to do, like we usually do. We're going to start with Highland High. As a matter of fact, we're going to do Highland High. I think he's got a new thing. Definitely he's got a new thing. And then as far as Ben, we're going to try to find something brand new because I really want to catch these guys saying New Year's shit because that's what it is. And we'll see if they're saying any shit like that because that stuff's always funny. All right, so let's get into it like we like to do. Off top, Highland High.
Bless up, guys. How you doing? Anthony Highland here.
Really running with
again.
The bless up.
Welcome to the new year. I want to stay committed to you guys, so I'm going to stay committed to dropping at least one video a week, just to encourage and motivate you guys. So I have 2 PSAs before I begin my message.
Okay.
Number 1, my second book, You Need to Get Started While We Can't Wait on Our Dreams, is dropping very, very, very soon.
You heard it here
first.
So
make sure you stay tuned and make sure y'all pay attention.
Because you surely wasn't listening to this.
So those of you who have purchased Greatness Tees, I do apologize for the inconvenience. I got the situation figured out with with the post office, and you will be receiving your shirts very soon.
It's fucking up.
I want to do something special for you guys, so just make sure you stay in tune with what I'm doing, and I'll make sure that you guys are blessed up. All right, so let's get to the message. So, for sake of the story, we're going to call the main character Jim, and we're going to call his wife Tina. All right?
Fucking cool. Story time. Jim and Tina. Don't use Tina for ladies.
The company was growing old, right? And he wanted to name a successor for his company.
I could Tina.
So he brought all of his young executives into the boardroom.
Jim's character is automatically questionable.
I need to name a successor, and I want to pick amongst you guys. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to give you all a seed, and 1 year from now, I want you to nurture it, water it, do what you need to do. And 1 year from now, I want you to bring me your plant back, and I'll evaluate it from there, and then I'm going to make my decision on who the next CEO is, right? So, everyone's super excited. Yeah, I'm going to have the best plan, So
Who
Jim's
gets
like,
excited
okay,
about that?
all right, I got this. So he gives
He didn't
everyone
even
their
say
seed,
what why you doing the plant shit.
Right? Boom. So Jim takes his plant home. He's like, "Hey, Tina, who is his wife?
Jim.
I got this, seed from my, my boss, and my mission is to, fertilize it, make sure I water it, all of the, good things, and then,
a lot for a little happening right now.
Like, oh, great, it's a great opportunity, blah blah blah.
Bullshit.
Boom.
Nobody says that about a plant.
Fast forward,
should be like,
6
why
months
the
down
fuck
the
did
line,
he
Jim's looking
give you a
confused.
goddamn seed?
He's like, nothing's happening. My plant's not growing. Nothing is coming of this. So Tina's like, stay the course.
Is this some metaphor?
It's all good. Just keep on going. You got this, right? So let me pause to make a point right there. Sometimes when we don't see progress in our lives at the rate that we would like to see it, we're ready to give up, right? And you need that accountability partner.
You guys got to see his quote in this video, man.
Hold you to your word.
This shit is fucking me up, and I'm gonna tell you why after the video.
For me, that's my wife. She tells me all the time, there are times where people are like, "Oh, Aunt, how'd you do this? How'd you do that?" And I say nothing but my wife. And I don't say that in a way to say that I'm not accomplishing anything, but that accountability partner, she tells me all the time, you can't go pro like this, or this family is about greatness. So when I talk to you guys about greatness and about accountability, I'm living it through my life as well, because my wife holds me accountable to the things that I want to do and or accomplish. So I want to pause.
I had a woman at home saying shit like that to me, I would not be home.
Partner. Now that might not necessarily always be a spouse, but in the confines of this story, that's what that individual served to be.
Either that,
so
I'll be just at
another
part of the
said,
crib.
Hey guys, bring your plants in. I want to evaluate what you guys have thus far.
Maybe I like
Jim
everything
sick
about
to
her
his
except
stomach. He's like,
except she thinks she's
I
a
can't take this
motivational
in there.
speaker.
I'm gonna look crazy. She's like, no, babe, you got it. If this is what you have, you take that in there and you show them what you have.
Yeah,
you can only give them what you have. You can't give them any more than that, right? So Jim's sick to his stomach. He's trying to hide. He's sitting in the back, right, covering his face. So CEO's looking around the room. He's like, okay, he's looking at all of the luxurious plants that are growing, that are flourishing, and all these things. And he eyes Jim's plant.
This is a fake story.
He just kind of looks. He says, okay, cool. He said, all right, you guys are dismissed. So Jim's looking around. He's confused. He doesn't know what's going on.
Well,
he's like,
motherfucker didn't explain nothing. So,
all right. I got this, right?
Nobody knows what's going on in this story right now.
It's like, hey, Tina, listen. We went to the meeting. He didn't say anything about my plan. She says, okay, cool. Keep on going. Fast forward 6 months later. Now we're at a year mark, right? So CEO says, all right, guys, it's been 1 year. Bring your plants in. I'm going to evaluate your plants, and, I'm going to choose my successor, right? So at this point, he doesn't know what to do. Mind going crazy, body acting up. He's like, oh, man, my stomach is, oh, man. He says, you know what? I'm going to take it in. Tina says, listen, again, you can only present what you have. So take in what you have and, let the chips fall where they may, right?
Also true.
So he brings it in. Jim's looking around. He sees all of these luxurious plants. At this point, people's plants are just magnanimous, and all these types of things. And the CEO looks around the room.
That to describe a plant? I think.
All right.
That
he spots Jim in the back. Jim's hiding his face. Right. He's like,
oh, personality related items.
I hope he doesn't see me. He says, Jim, stand up. He told his financial advisor, hey, go over there, get Jim. Tell Jim come to the front. Jim's confused. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. He's about to call me out. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Why did I bring this plan in here? He starts doubting himself, right? He starts,
be better at being
downplaying that which he has to offer, that which he has to bring to the table, right? Because nothing happened to his plan. His plan didn't grow.
At this point, Jim sounds like a simpleton on a fucking mook. If he ends up winning in the end, this company's doomed.
So he tells everyone sit down. Welcome your new CEO, Jim.
All right, here's the big
Jim's
reveal.
Looking around like, what in the world?
Well,
how?
Wow.
How is this happening to me? He said, I want to let you guys know something.
This is hurting my
life.
1
year ago when I gave you guys that seed was a boiled seed, meaning it was dead. Nothing could come of it. But when you guys saw that nothing was coming of it, you substituted it for something else. Jim was the only person that had the integrity and the courage to present to me that which I gave to him. So therefore, Jim is going to be our new CEO. Story over.
Story over.
What did I take from that story?
Scene.
What do I want you guys to take away from this story? What I want you to take away from this story is sometimes you're going to look around, you're going to see the plants that everyone else has been growing or fertilizing and things of that nature.
He could have said the fruits of everyone else's labor. It would have been plant related, and it would have been.
And the lesson here was, I want to see who I can trust. I want to see who's going to have the integrity to present to me that which I know is supposed to be the outcome of this product here.
Yeah, you lost it.
And we look in our lives sometimes, and I call it the baking bread theory, right? To whereas when you're baking bread, if you take it out too early, right, it's not going to have the nutrients that it's supposed to have. It's not going to be as developed as it's supposed to be. So in this instance with the plant,
bread is not very nutritious.
There was nothing that's supposed to come of it at all. And there's times in our lives where we feel like, oh, I need to be doing this, or oh, I need to be doing that, when the reality is you don't. You just have to present that which you have, and those that are going to see it, those that are going to reward you as a result of it, are going to see that and are going to bless you. So I want to tell you guys out there right now, number one, have integrity. Have courage. Present that which you have to offer, and then let the chips fall where they may. Right?
Sometimes you gotta
present it in a way that is unique to you and that which you have going on. My second thing is, get you an accountability partner, someone that's going to hold you accountable to the words that you speak,
and
the things that you say you want to accomplish. And last but not least,
do it yourself.
Don't look at everyone else's plan. Stop looking at what everyone else has.
Definitely look at everybody else.
Stop looking at what everyone else is developing. Oftentimes, you know, people say the cliche, you know, the grass isn't always green on the other side.
Be critical.
And I take it one step further.
Be savvy.
It's because you've watered your grass. You've, you know, fertilized. You've
definitely
made sure
look at
that
other people's
your
things.
grass has all the nutrients that it needs. But you're comparing your grass to someone else's turf. Right?
Nope,
artificial.
Nope. Sometimes it's the
not
same
real.
stuff.
It looks good, but it's not real. So stop comparing yourself
see
to
what
other
people got going
for
on.
Jim, what I took away from this for Jim is courage and integrity will take you places that dishonesty and impatience never will.
Also vice versa.
Have courage, have integrity, and present that what you have to offer, and present it in a way that
if you can lie, cheat, and
ever
steal
be
your
able
way
to
through
present.
it.
I love
mean,
you guys.
hey,
remember, God is peace, God is love, God is
a win
everything.
is a win.
Let's go attack this week.
All right. Well, I guess I could tell you what that was supposed to be, but I won't. I won't try. Mostly because fuck that shit. You know what I mean? But that was a weak ass story to me. You know, as far as I'm concerned. It's like if you've ever heard any and all fucking, I don't know what you might call it, folk tales, then that was it right there. Like this, it's always that, you know, there was gonna be the unlikely thing or a guy, and then the unlikely thing happened at the end, and then like that was the fuck it. Nothing great, nothing too crazy. Wasn't impressed. You know, not that it was there to impress me, but if you're gonna tell a story on what we can understand as a public forum, fucking be impressive. All right. And I don't think Ben has any New Year's shit, so we'll just do what we've been doing. So about this coat, man, you have to pay attention to this fucking coat when you see this video, because I used to have a coat like that when I was a little kid, and of course, if you don't watch the video podcast, you're not gonna see the coat. But I'm gonna tell you what the coat is, or what kind of coat it is. It's the coat where I don't even know why they really still make these shits, because fuck this shit. You know, there's buttons now. It's like a wool coat that kind of looks like a pea coat, but usually has a hood. And the way you fasten it, it's not a zipper, it's not buttons, it's like a leather loop that you put a peg through. And you just have this loop and peg situation going down the front of the coat. You know what I'm saying? We call it the fucking Madeline coat, because if you ever knew of it, there's like a British cartoon of a little girl named Madeline, and she has something similar, or Paddington Bear. If you know what those are, I believe that's another British English creation there, because that's what kind of fucking coat that shit is. And that's just trash like that. So I remember when I had that shit when I was a little kid, and I wore that shit because my mom bought me that shit because she thought she was making us fucking sophisticated. Didn't work. All right. I hated it. So I was walking to school one day, and I was with my brother. He had the coat too. And we had the hoods on, and we had the coat on, and I remember a lady walking by, a fucking stranger, and she said that we were two cute girls. Obviously not a girl, you know, or maybe it's not obvious to you. Not transgender, not a girl. I'm telling you right now. And hated the coat ever since, because I fucking knew. I knew that shit was looking crazy on me. You know what I'm saying? As a fucking kid, you know, and it's like, yo, sometimes you're just a guy. Even as a kid, it's not about influence or nothing like that. You're just a fucking guy, you know, and we were guys. And fucking hated that coat. We also hated the sandals she brought us. She brought us the real live old man sandals. Look like your feet is in a gate in a prison. You know, and she bought them shits one day, and we just hid them shits in the bottom of a closet. We just piled mad shit on top of it and hid them shits because we hated them shits on sight. Didn't want no parts of it. You know, and parents like to think kids don't know what they like, but fuck that. So we hid them shits, and she was asking for them one day, and we both die hard just was like, nope, don't know where it's at. Have no idea. We're gonna have to wear different shoes. You know, and we both did that. We didn't discuss it or nothing. We just did that shit because fuck that. And to this day, you know, that had to be more. I mean, that was years ago. I was like single digits age, and I've never bought a pair of those fucking sandals, and I never want to wear a pair of those sandals. I would like to die without ever wearing a pair of those fucking sandals. You know, and that's me from a kid. All right, so fuck that shit. Parents, at least listen to your kid. You know, try to discern how much of it is bullshit and how much of it ain't. Instead of just saying all of it is bullshit. Now, granted, that's old school parenting, you know, where all of it was bullshit. Nowadays, you probably listen to the kid too damn much to the point where they just make shit up and, you know, motherfuckers just go with it. You know, so find that balance. You know, not that that's real advice, but it is something to consider. So, fuck that coat that he had on. That's all I said all of that to say that. Fuck that coat on a personal level. So, we're going to get right to where we need to get to. That was Highland High, you know, for the new year, fucking around. And we're going to get into fucking bend backwards, you know, and see if they say the same kind of shit, because that's what they be doing. Saying the same kind of fucking shit. All right. Bend back, what the fuck you got for us today?
Let's follow my schedule.
All right, 6 minutes of what? Or 10 minutes, I'm sorry, of what?
What up, world? It's your man Ben Bach. I'm out here again on a beautiful morning with this hope, with this encouragement, with this motivation,
clapping,
guys, man. I'm
hot
pumped
stepping.
up, geeked up.
It's dark as shit.
Excited,
I'll tell you what time it was when he posted
day.
this.
It's a beautiful week, and I'm excited.
It's
man.
dark.
It's
He said it's a beautiful day. It's dark as shit.
I told you guys, man. I was probably on live like 4 hours ago. Look at this energy, man. Like life
4
is
hours
so
ago,
freaking
you was on live.
Like, yo, this is work for me. I get
And
paid.
did you go to
for doing
sleep
this,
and wake up? Because it looks late as
All right,
shit.
so look, peep game. Like I told you, like my bedtime is usually like 9, 10 o'clock, 10:30 at the latest.
PM?
But today, because
no
I
wonder.
execute on my
He
goals,
be up
I'm like,
at
yo,
2
I'm gonna have
a.m.
to stretch it. And it's just like I thought I was only gonna stretch it for like 2 hours.
Yo, that's
man.
some
It's
real
like
old
2,
man
maybe
shit.
3.
Damn,
It's
Ben.
almost 2 a.m. right now, and look, I still got all this energy. I took like
just
a 30,
sleep during
45
party
minute
time,
nap,
huh?
and it's just like, yo, look, I'm back
You
at
don't
it.
rock out no
But
more?
Look, peep game, man. Why am I up
Did
this
you ever?
late? And the reason why I was up this late is because I
Up this
chose
late,
to be
not
up this late.
after
Like,
9,
it was a
huh?
conscious and deliberate decision. I knew what I
Wow.
wanted, and I knew what it took to get what I wanted. And if I would have sleep, my bad about that, guys. And if I would have went to sleep, right?
The phone slid
If I
off or
would've
some
went to
shit and
sleep,
fuck.
I would have been further and further away from my goals.
Fervor.
So I made a
That's a different
conscious
word, Ben.
deliberate and intentional
Fervor
decision
is
to
a
stay
different
up
word, Ben.
So I could hit my goals. All right. So success.
Fervor
man,
is a
good
word?
Is the enemy of great. Remember that.
Fervor
That's what
is
I'm
actually a
gonna say.
different word.
But look, my man Ian Pruckner said it, man. Like we're
Who?
not. I'm gonna give you the story. My mom. All right. So
Oh,
back in
oh.
the day, man, growing up, like I wasn't making the wisest decisions. Like, I
Oh,
always
man.
wanted to
I don't even
fit
think
in.
he said what
I
Ian
wanted to be a
Pruckner
part of
said.
the game. My mom was like, yo, what you doing, Ben? You don't know who you are. Like, if you knew who you are, you
Do you know
putting
now?
yourself in these predicaments. You want
That's
to be
what I
putting
wanna know.
yourself in these environments. You want to be trying to fit in that you
Wow.
with people that you have no business trying to fit in with.
Sounds like
with people that
advice
don't
you
want
need to
nothing out of
take
life,
right
with people
now.
That's not going to do you no justice in life, man. So
Right
my
now.
mom would always say, Ben, you do not know who you are. Let me remind you who you are.
I think you still have the same problem.
You are a winner. And she would say,
Uh-oh.
Ben, there are some people who are born losers.
Ah,
She said some people
I get
are
it
born
now.
losers.
His mom
Right? Then
bend
she said
him.
some people are born winners. She said, Ben, you were born a loser. I mean, she said,
Whoop.
Ben, you were born a
You
winner. Why are you
born
acting like a loser? Like that is not true. She said some people are born losers.
Did
Some
your
people
mom
are
tell
born
you
winners.
you were
She said,
born
Ben,
loser?
You were born a winner. I'm a winner.
Because it was real hard for him to get this shit, get that shit out. I think she told him he was born loser.
Your family, you have a legacy of winning. So
Oh, we're just learning so much. Don't put your personal life on the internet,
so my mom
guys.
was right, like, it's just like I'm a winner. Deep down inside,
if somebody's
I'm a
gonna be able
winner.
to
What she was
weaponize it,
wrong
just
with
don't
is,
put it.
Like nobody's born a winner or a loser. What we're born as.
Not that I've
is
taken that
choosers.
advice
We are
fully, but you know,
born
you live and you
choosers.
learn.
We aren't born winners or losers. We are born choosers. As human beings, we have free will. And
Well,
because
she
we
told you
have
it was a
free
born winner,
will,
so-
we can choose to be great or we can choose
matter of
to
fact,
be
born
average.
loser,
And the
she told
reason
you.
why, I've learned that for me
And you-
specifically, and most
and you
other
set that
people,
aside and
the
said
reason
we're
why we aren't
choosers.
great is because we aren't consciously
Excellent.
in control of our lives. Like 95% of the things we do, we don't do because we want to. We do because of habit, because we've been trained to do it. And it's just like for real, like the subconscious mind. I'm going deep here for a little bit.
Oh,
it's developed
are you?
from zero, some age 0, the last trimester when you're in your mom's womb, till you're 7 years old. So by that time, like, you already who you are. So how you respond to challenges, situations,
not saying that's wrong.
Stuff, for real, and I'll give you guys examples of this later. It's like you were
there
7.
You go. He's a baby mom
depending
now.
on your environment from your 7, like we really subconsciously make decisions on that level, and it's crazy. And I'm gonna get back to that, but peep game.
Got smoke coming out of his mouth when he's fucking talking.
Choosers.
It's cold.
We are born losers,
go home.
Winners. We are born choosers. So what we have to do is start.
Yeah, that sounded like somebody told you was a loser, and you had to make that old dumb shit up.
Like, yo, I already told you guys, 600K next year, I'm going to be a billionaire, right? I'm going to change my
600K next year, I'm going to be a billionaire. I hope those are two separate thoughts.
I'm going to be great. So it's just like, in order to be great, like I told you guys,
because even at 600K a month, you don't make it to $1 billion,
right? So I have a plan and I have a schedule, and each and every day that I wake up, all I have to do is follow my schedule, and guess what? Magically, I'm gonna arrive at my goal, right? But again, what happened tonight was something didn't go according to plan. I usually eat dinner with my wife, we chill and all that other stuff, but
and
my wife
was
like, "Yo,
in bed by 9?
Fatima, I love you, babe. If you watch this, it was just like,
10?
yo,
setting it up.
My dad is about to go back home to Africa, so instead of eating dinner with you tonight, what I want to do is go say bye to my dad." So it's just like, I'm like, yo, babe, I understand that you want to go say bye to your dad, but what I would love for you to do is at least eat dinner with me, and then after dinner, you can go say bye to your dad. Like, I like to have dinner together. And she was like, bet, and we got through that. And there's more details that I'll give you guys that later.
Of course it is. Fight night on that. How you gonna try to slide on Pops?
I go straight to sleep. And I told my wife, she's my Achilles heel. Like, when she's around, I'm strict. And I was just like, yo, A, B, C, go to sleep. But when she's gone, and I have the house to myself, I don't know. I get tempted. Like, the devil is alive.
Achilles heel.
The devil is alive.
Achilles heel is a weakness.
When it's just like, yo, when you by yourself, man, the devil gonna get you. I don't mind.
How did he just use that? So he's strict when she's around. He's weak.
Yo, since wifey's not gonna be home, why not I just kick it for tonight, right? Why don't I just
he said he kicked the fucking phone and he said kick it.
Pray, let her rock out, and just like, I'm gonna just watch TV for the night. Like, I haven't catched up on some of my shows. I've been.
What do you usually do? Just talk to her?
So let me just chill for the
face
night.
to face.
It's like, I was so tempted to do that. Then I looked
Tell
at
her she's
my
a born loser.
My task list for the day, and I'm just like, yo, I didn't finish 3 things that was on my task list. As much as I want to chill, I'm going to consciously and deliberately choose to finish my task list and not chill, and I can chill on the weekend.
He said task list.
Or I can chill after I finish my task list, guys. And because I made that decision, I got so much done tonight, man. Because I made a conscious and deliberate decision to go with what I really wanted and not what I wanted, what I felt like doing in the moment, guys. I stuck to the plan. I stuck to the play, and because I stuck to the play, I'm greater today because of it. And guess what? The next time I'm tempted like that by the devil,
what's your grade?
I'm crushing it, man. Come on, let's go. All right, so look, man, that's all I gotta say to you guys for today. So one,
that was a lot of dumb shit.
Good is the enemy of great. My man Ian Perkins said
video podcast. You have to see this.
This is one.
Jumping around like a custy.
Right? Good is the enemy of great.
One hand in his pocket.
You gotta remember,
swinging one hand around.
Yo, we aren't born losers. We aren't born winners. We're born
dumb shit when you talking about the devil.
Consciously deliberate.
Man,
we gotta consciously and deliberate decide
what over here.
We want to do with our lives and continue to choose to do to do the things that are in our best.
Say the words.
People don't make decisions on
do you or don't you know the words? Say the words.
They make decisions on how. They make decisions based on the future, what they want the most, right? So they make decisions.
Is that right?
Not on how it's not about immediate gratification for them, basically. So they think about, how is the decision I'm going to make going to affect me next week, next month, next year, and for the rest of my life, not how it affects me today or tomorrow.
I know about that. Sometimes it's a day-to-day thing.
And the last thing, man,
especially when there's an issue.
Another thing Ian Perkins
you ain't got time to think.
He said,
a month, a week, a year out.
Going back to the topic,
that resolved the issue right now.
Great. He was just like, yo, many people that would be great, it's because they're chasing so many things. They're open to so many things. It makes the path to great success or to ultimate success that much harder because they have so many things to choose from.
What the fuck is that path then?
They're not great. So whatever, and just like
he's just breaking down.
Explain that joint right there. I'll come back to you guys better on that one. I promise.
Yeah. He said he poorly explained it. Yeah, because all of this.
When you look at successful people, billionaires,
you dropped your phone, bro.
They've mastered one thing, and they stay in their lane. And they have people around them who complement them in areas in which they aren't as talented. So find that one thing that you believe you're talented at, master it, and then after that, what you want to do is you want to either build systems,
it's fucking master of disguise,
or
talented
develop
ass,
or earn enough money so you can pay people to do the things that you don't know how to do or that you don't like to do. All right, so I'm gonna repeat that last one because it's deep.
Pay
right?
people.
So first, what you want to do is
That's
you want to
deep.
master your lane. You want to know what your lane is, master it. And for areas that you're not talented at, or not as skillful at, or things that you just really don't like doing, paperwork, talking, whatever it is that is your Achilles heel, you want to build a system to complement that area.
You used it correctly there.
Hire somebody.
You must have just learned that one.
Money to hire somebody to do that stuff, so you don't have to do it. Because either way, that stuff got to get done, but it doesn't have to get done by you. So what you do is you just focus on the things that you're good at. You tiptoe to work. I love Warren Buffett, man. He's just like, yo, I get up every morning and I just skippity loop, whatever that tune is.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He found this lane, he's mastered the lane, and he just works.
Skip to my loop.
He's consistently happy. He doesn't do anything that stresses him out.
Skippity loop.
That's the beauty of being rich.
Ben, you don't know enough.
Anything that you don't want to do because you've chosen for the longest.
Become a man of the world, right? And no skip to my loop.
And because you did that, you live in a life of abundance now, a life of fulfillment now. So let's go, man. This is the year we step up, set them stands, defy odds,
the magic chant.
Step up, set them stands,
or maybe a curse.
Dominate. Why, guys? Because
for born losers
do come true, guys. But number one, we have to dream it. Number two, we have to believe it, guys. And number three, we gotta grind every single day until we achieve it.
Video podcast, have fun with that.
Man, love, man, peace, and look, have meaningful
he's just jumping and clapping.
So look, if you like the video,
stop clapping
like it, share it, and comment on it, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys say.
Don't drop the phone.
I'm mad. I see Aisha, happy belated birthday. I think it's past 2 a.m.
Stop yelling at people.
I swear those ECAC calls have been a blessing, and I can't wait till we can have a conversation together because our stories do match, man. Like being African in America in the 90s was hard for me. It's just like that's why I'm a high C for real. So I can't wait till the day we connect. The day we have at least 30 minutes to talk. Like I think we're gonna be able to add much value to each other. So thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Oh no. This is the thing he keeps doing with his arms. He must have just fucking learned it. You know, I have no idea what it's really supposed to be. I guess it's like wrestlers do it and shit too. But that's when like they making it clear, you know, that they could beat your ass or something. You know what I'm saying? So, video podcast, have fucking fun with that. Wow. That shit just fucking, all of it just fucking threw me. Jumping around like that for a camera and you're not even talking about nothing physical. Matter of fact, go home. Oh yeah, we supposed to check what time was that shit posted, right? Fucking 1:45 a.m. That's why you up at 0 hour. You know, you said you went to sleep around 9 or 10. First off, if you go to sleep around 9 or 10, you shouldn't be up at 2. Shouldn't be up at 2. That's 4 hours. You know, 4 or 5 hours. Like, get more sleep than that. Get as close to 8 as you can. Try to get to 6. You know, and I'm not saying that I get the full, you know, 6 or 8 every night. But I am saying that I wouldn't glorify that, you know, as if that means that I'm working. No, it just means that I'm not sleeping, which people need to do, by the way, like humans. Humans need sleep. And we need to realize that and start encouraging people to go to fucking sleep. Just goddamn do it. Wonderful, beautiful. That's those two. That was Ben Backwards, and we got those two goofs out of the fucking way. And God damn it, Happy New Year. You know what I mean? Gotta say it, and you're gonna be saying that to people maybe for the next 2 weeks. All right? Why? I don't know. You know, we really need to stop saying Happy New Year to people, you know, for weeks, because we didn't see them. Fuck that shit. You missed it. If you didn't get me in the first week, you missed it. Because it's really not that huge of a deal. You know, that New Year will come. It will come. You know, and I get it. You do the whole life is precious thing, and you live to see the fucking New Year. I get it. But mostly, fuck that. Fuck that. You're here. You know, and you're being a piece of trash on planet Earth anyway, so stop celebrating that. And go fucking save the planet. Like you won't do, like we can't do. Boom. And I haven't been to work in like 5 days. And it feels fucking great. And I ain't even do nothing really. I just fucking chilled at my house, did home things, Mostly stayed home. I just went shopping one time so I don't have to go fucking nowhere. And I'm just living like a fucking caveman, except I wash my ass. You know, just do that part. Yeah, I ain't really talk to nobody. There's some people who hit me up and I just fucking dubbed it. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because I'm off work, dude. You know, and I don't want to talk, and I don't want to think about things, and I just want to do me stuff. And that's what I did for days. You know, and it felt the fuck good. And I get 5, and there's 365 to 366 days in a year, and I'm excited about 5 of them right now. That's sad. Okay, but we're conditioned to be excited like that and to think that it's okay, but it's not. 5 out of over 300. Fuck that. It's terrible. Okay, so we still on our fuck work wave, baby. Let's start this cult. That's what I'm saying. Let's start this goddamn cult, baby. You guys are HuBes. All right, RiHuBe. And we're still in the trust tree in 2020. And we're still in the friendliness in 2020. And we're still at the zoo in fucking 2020. All right? Let's do that. Let's be that. Let's make it the fuck happen. You know, so yes, Happy New Year. And of course on New Year's I did some drinking and stuff, but nobody really wanted to go nowhere, and that's how you know you're getting older. Like people they're just not into the shits. And I think I was talking about that before. I'm not with the shits either. Like unless it's a house party, I'm really not with the shits because let me tell you something. The same old places don't get fucking better because it's New Year's. The New Year's version of them is just more crowded. That's it. I could remember some years ago, I just was fucking, I don't know who convinced me to do that dumb shit. Bar crawling around in Manhattan on fucking New Year's and everything was packed to the fucking max. It was terrible. I had a horrible time. You know, and I think whoever I was with, I pretended that I had a good time, but I had a terrible time. Terrible time. Everywhere you go, you just do the penguin walk. That's it. And then you go in and you overpay for a drink and then you come out. And that was it. That's what the night was. And you just got to say you did that around other people. And that's what people do. They fucking go to crowded places and take a selfie as if they're part of this crowd or this huge turnout at this event. And they probably went by themselves. And that means the picture just doesn't fucking matter. It's just people. You can take a picture anywhere then. Anywhere. Go to work then. If it's just going to be fucking people. You know, fuck that shit. I didn't want to go nowhere. I didn't go nowhere. And mad people who I talked to wasn't going nowhere either. Everybody's fucking going to bed. Because fuck that shit. You know, because we started to realize that New Year is not even a real holiday. Nothing happens, really. We just count from one number to the other number. And we all do it together. Which is fucking weird. That's kindergarten level shit. And we just doing it. Weirdo style. All right, fine. You know, and if you live in America, notice it's about the first week of January is about over. You have already abandoned your New Year's resolution. For sure. For fucking sure. Okay, gym memberships skyrocketing. Sky high, baby. You know, did you go? You're not going to go. You're not going to do it. You're just going to be fat because that's what we want to do in America. We just want to be fat and we don't want people to give us shit about it. That's it. And that's fine. You know, but just say that. Why won't you just say it? You know, like if I got my friends or whatever, and I said this to my friends recently, like, hey, look, can y'all get in shape? You know, shout to them. They know who I'm talking about. Can y'all get in shape, please? Because I still want to do, you know, dancing and you know, young people shit with my friends because we're not fucking decrepit yet. You know, and if they would have returned to me and just been like, no, we're good. We just want to be fat. I'd be like, oh, okay. I fucking get it. You know what I mean? I get that. To a point, being fat is just comfortable living. You know, if you lived as comfortable as you wanted, you would be a fat person. So I get it. You know, but there's a lot of other things that come with that I just don't want no parts of, you know. And if you're willing to overlook those things, You know, they're mostly health and wellness related. Fine. If you value comfort that much, fucking fine. Me, I would like to be able to move very, very quickly if I, you know, as quickly as I can, you know, at any given moment. That's why I don't want to become a fat guy. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's some big joints out there who's fire. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm just not a big enough guy. And I know that about myself. So in those times, maybe I wish I was a fat guy. You know what I'm saying? But then again, there's all that other stuff that comes with it. And no. So I'm sorry. I can't just do it for the big joints. I'm sorry. You know, shout out to the big joints. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that the reverse version of that Nutty Professor sauce. You know what I'm saying? I drink a little bit, maybe get 12 hours, get up on some big joints, and then go back to me. That would be cool. I'll be doing that and just not telling anybody about it. Because that's my thing. I do stuff and I just don't say anything about it. Why? Because I do this shit for me. Most of what I do is just for me. Now, other people benefit in the process. Sure. Fucking sure. Sure. You know, and sometimes it's a favor or whatever somebody asks and then I provide. All right, fine. You know, but it's still, I'm telling you, it's just for me. You know, when I do somebody a favor, I'm just not thinking about the fucking greater good of them. Fuck them. Honestly. And that's very honest, maybe too honest. Fuck them. You know, it's me. I feel like I'm this kind of person who would do this for this person. And in order to continue with my understanding of self, I do this thing for this person, you know, or I behave this certain way because it's just fucking for me. Just like this podcast, you know. Shout out to Rory. He been day one-ing. You feel me? Podcast is not even for him. You know, fuck it. That is what it is. And like I was saying, New Year's resolutions, done deal. You fucked that up already. And that's okay, because you shouldn't be making New Year's resolutions in the first fucking place. All right? If you're going to do a thing, just fucking do the thing. Yo, there's 12 months. There's 12 months. Why you only choose one to want to do stuff? You know, because you're going to be fat right now. You're fat right now. You're just going to be fat until summertime comes and you're going to be saying, probably shouldn't have been fat. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. At this point, I don't even think it's a big deal. Fat people's fucking everywhere. You know, I think bigger people outnumber smaller people. So it might just be weird to be smaller. I feel like I covered something like this in an earlier podcast, but I don't fucking remember. So fuck it, okay? Saying what I want to say. Doing what I want to do. You understand me? Because that's what it's really about. You know, and I'm going to try to do so much more of that, you know, this year. And I'm saying this year as if it's specific to this year, but fuck no. Every day I'm alive, I try to get closer to fucking doing whatever the fuck I want to do. Which would be what? Who the fuck knows? Day-to-day thing. Minute to minute, moment to moment. Fuck it. I want it, go do it. I'm hungry, eat. You know, I'm tired, sleep. Fucking do it. That's simple, and we don't got that down pat. You know, but fuck it, it's life. That's what we want. Save the fucking rainforest, man. You know, and speaking of saving things, I think we're doing the opposite of that over here in this good old US of A. Now, here you go. I just lost a few people saying, he's talking about the United States, you know. And then you get the fucking go back to Africa people who's going to pop up too. Let me give you a fucking hint. I'm not from Africa. From the US. All right? Born here. From here. That's just what it is. And just because you live somewhere or you're fond of a place or you understand that it's your place of origin doesn't mean that you can't be critical of it. You know, same thing with people. Just because your people is your people don't mean you can't be critical of them. You can. You're allowed to have an opinion. You know, and shout out to everybody giving their opinion on this fucking war situation. Wow. Wow. You would think people so allegedly intelligent and advanced and whatever have you, and you would think we would have learned by now how to avoid war. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. We're just going to be killing each other. What was the point of civilization and advancement? What was the point of that? I thought it was to minimize death. You know, and what was the point of law? I thought it was to minimize violence. But we just keep coming up with new and exciting ways to kill each other. We were literally doing that. That's some people's jobs. And they get paid a lot of money. And matter of fact, it's not even that they get paid a lot of money. We just throw a lot of money at it. You know, we have to be on top of the best way to kill each other. Have to. And I'm not coming at you on my fucking, you know, hippie shit. Damn right we have to be on top of the best way to kill each other. You know, because if we're not, someone else certainly will. You know, but we don't have to do it in a way that's devoid of understanding. You know, because I've seen a lot of posts about this war, the whole Iran situation, you know, which I'm not going to go into detail about because I don't really have the details. Like, and the facts, quote unquote, that are coming out for me just seem so convoluted and diluted at the same time. That's just out of control. You know, but the fact of the matter is, we are in an impending war situation, or it seems so, you know, and very many people agree. And you have countries exchanging threats. That's not a small thing. That is not a little thing. And you have other countries commenting on the exchange of threats, of the threats, saying they don't want to be a part of it. That's not a small thing. Okay? Out of it, absolving themselves, you know, saying, yo, you fucked up. Got nothing to do with me. And these are the homies, you know. That means, you know, that's how you know you really fucked up. And what are we doing? On top of that, we're just going to double down on threats. Wow. Knowing that this is going to cost some people their lives. Wow. And then you got regular American citizens who won't fucking lace up a Timberland and go across the water with a fucking stick, cheering this whole shit on. Wow, that's incredible. But you won't go pick up a rifle. Amazing. You know, do you or do you not understand that people could be getting killed? You know, how disillusioned are you by the understanding of war? Where you can't say, you know, whether you're backing your country or not, you can't say, this shouldn't have happened. And we shouldn't be doing this. You know, you have to say, yay, America, let's go to war. Wow. You know, very honestly, nobody should be saying that. We should be smart enough at this point, you know, and I'm not saying it with naivete either. I'm saying we should be smart enough at this point to just be fully remorseful when it's wartime, to say, fuck. We didn't want this to happen. Nobody wanted this to happen. But maybe this is, or maybe this isn't necessary, you know, but this is the fact of the matter at this point. And approach it like that. But we still have to give the rah-rah America's #1 war speech like this is fucking 1850. Wow. How is that still true? Oh, because you have to maintain the morale of the troops. Wow. I'm going to tell you right now, there has never been a time where I was doing something that I fully wanted to do where anybody had to maintain my morale. I'll tell you that like that. You know, I like women. I like using my PP on women. And when I want to use my PP on a woman, there's just no fucking morale to be maintained. I'm just all in. It's go time. As a matter of fact, there's a certain point, You know, in that whole movement where it doesn't even matter what you say to me. I'm just going to be doing what I want to do. You know, fuck it. We'll address it when I'm done. You know, but you got to do that with fucking war, because war is fucking insane. And we don't have enough people saying that war is insane. And at this point in human civilization, we should rid ourselves of it, or be looking for ways to rid ourselves of it. But we're just not going to do it. We're just not going to goddamn do it. It's too much money in it. Too many stakes, you know, or too many people having a stake in it. And that's all it is, serving somebody's interest. That's what war does. Serve somebody's interest. That's usually not the people participating in the war. You know, meaning the fighters themselves. You know, and I'm not saying soldiers. They're fighters. They fight. This is the most basic understanding of that. And that's what they are, you know, in most cases. It's people. And that's fucked up. You know, I was raised in a family that said, don't go into the military. That's why my hair's long. You know, I just don't have a military mannerism. And I don't know if they had a full ideology behind that shit or whatever, but I think it was good advice. You know, and I'm not saying anything to speak against fucking military personnel. Like, the jobs that they do is absolutely important, you know. But am I saying that because I actually believe that, or am I saying that because I just don't want to do their job? Don't know. Won't know. You know, and shout out to military people, because I was making a joke with fucking Highland too, saying, yo, if we got rid of all the war on the planet, then what would we do with all our warriors? You know, they would become the new issue on the planet, and it would just never end. Because being human is just so stupid. So fucking stupid. You know how stupid being human is? Fucking painted nails on women. The fuck is that? I was thinking about this shit today. And why am I even thinking about it, right? Fucking painted nails on women. I like it. Why the fuck do I like that? Now, if a woman's nails and stuff was nice and they wasn't painted, I wouldn't be beefing like, you gonna paint those? Never. Would I ever thought of women painting finger and toenails? Fuck no. Fuck no. But they do it. And I like that shit. And that's the stupidest shit ever. I'm gonna put colors on these finger and toenails, and we're gonna just encourage this throughout society, and nothing's weird about this. Just gonna paint them different colors. But why though? Fucking why? The most ridiculous shit, right? But I'm not gonna lie. Like, again, like I said, if a woman's nails is fine, you know what I'm saying, without paint on it, I'm not gonna press her to put paint on it. But if she gave me a choice and said, yo, you want me to paint these or not? I'd be like, yeah, paint them shits. What color? Every color. All of the colors. All of them. I don't think there's a color that looks bad on women's nails. Now, would I wear every color? No, I fucking won't. Now, how does that work? There are colors that I don't like or that I'm not partial to, but you put it on a woman's body, I'm okay with it. How? Why? Don't know. Fucking stupid. Stupidest shit ever, I'm telling you. But the shit's enjoyable. You know, and that's RiHuBe shit for real. That's how it is. Top level RiHuBe shit, painted nails. Top level. Because that's what our lives are, just a bunch of dumb shit piled together. You know, and we like that. And we just fuck with it like it's nothing. And it's definitely something. It's stupid. That's what it is. You know, but it's okay. Because use RiHuBe. And in the fucking zoo, we're going to have painted nails. You know, we're going to have painted nails. You gotta fucking do it. You know, shout the fucking Highland boy Keto or whatever his name was. He can't Paint them nails like he paint them nails. Okay? Are we going to have poetry at the zoo? Yes. You know, we're going to do poetry right before comedy. Because the poetry is going to get RiHuBe ready to laugh. All the Hubies, we laugh when there's poetry. Because it's funny. It's funny. Okay, why is it funny? Yeah, you express it in your feelings. That's funny to me. It's fucking funny to me. And it's okay. We laugh, but we also address it, and we also move on. Okay? Because it's a moving on as zoo that we fucking gonna be in. Alright? Where it's gonna be poetry and painted nails. But we're not gonna let Highland in. Because that's also funny. Alright, so shout out to that whole war situation. Wow. Okay, am I actually gonna live through a real life wartime in my life? Now you're talking Iraq and stuff, sure, but the details of that whole thing is kind of shaky, and it wasn't fought on American soil, which a war hasn't been in quite some time. But they talking about taking it to the streets, boy. War outside your door out here in the U.S. That's wild. That's wild. Meanwhile, we keep on bum up and shoot up everybody else shit, right? But that's not wild. Crazy. Crazy. That's how crazy we are. That's how crazy we are. We'll go to war because a country shot down one of our drones. What the fuck was the drone doing there? Crazy. Crazy. If a drone started flying over your fucking house, you'll be trying to get that shit down too. That's 101 type shit. Get the fuck out of here. Don't belong here. Get the fuck out of here. You know, and this is not idealistic bullshit about why everybody can't leave each other alone. Like, we just can't. We can't. You know, because we want things that other people have. That's all it all boils down to. Everybody wants things. Guy has a thing. Guy won't give you the thing. You go take the thing. That's war. That's war. Guaranteed. They want you to that you want them to do a thing. They don't want to do the thing, or you go make them do the thing. War. Fucking war. And that's how primitive and ridiculous that shit is. And they try to make it out to be this huge production. And it only is because you just sank so much of your primitive idiocy into it that you just got complexed with the ridiculousness of it. And now you have to navigate that. And that's how it turned into this, you know, fucking theater level intricacy. Fucking war. And we're always going to have war. And there's always going to be fighting. And this planet's going to be fucking doomed. And then we're always going to be trying to save it. And if that sounded stupid to you, welcome to the fucking podcast, man. RiHuBe. Fucking audio podcast on Monday. Video podcast on goddamn Wednesday. RiHuBe every motherfucking day. Okay, because now I gotta go back out into the world starting tomorrow. It will be today when you're listening to this podcast. And I'm not excited because dumb shit happens when I go out into the world. I was living a dumb shit free. I'm not gonna say dumb shit less. I was living a dumb shit free life when I stayed in my house for days. You know, which would have you to believe that maybe I need to stay home. But not how the world works. I don't got everything at my house. Have to go out into the world every now and again. And that's when dumb shit ensues. You know, even leading up to this point, every time I walked out the house for like the past 2 weeks, people would just like, random. It was mostly random drunky dudes. And they just keep saying, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to me. And I'm like, what is it about me where you feel like I need to hear that shit? Maybe it was me. You know what I mean? Maybe I had the face on, the screw face or whatever. It looked like I wasn't enjoying the fucking holidays. Well, guess what? I got the same face on, holidays or not. Same guy, same face. And they keep saying, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to me. To the point where I had to ask people if random drunkies is saying the same thing to them. And of course, they said no. Because that would just be normal for random drunkies to not be talking to you. But hey, RiHuBe over here, baby. And it's always random crazies who just, I don't know, want to see what I'm about. What the fuck, man? Is it a gift? Is it a gift? Don't know. Does it feel like a gift? Sure it doesn't. Does not. Mostly because fuck that shit too. Fuck that shit. Wow. I just want to know how much of this is really going to be happening. Like if I could get really successful in life, what's going to happen to the level of fucking crazies that's just going to be in my zone? Is it going to escalate? Or as you know, reach a certain place, do the crazies start to fade? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's a moth to flame thing. You become brighter. And then you just become, the crazies just get more attracted, I think. So it's going to be crazies all the time. And that's something I just probably will have to accept and live with. And I'm angry now. I'm fucking angry now. Because what I really hate is when the crazies pull up on me and I got a woman with me. Especially a woman I just met. Because there's no way to tell a woman like, I don't know what it is. You know, you on the first date and you're like, by the way, I don't know what it is, you know, but it might be the universe and all that. But crazies and drunkies and, you know, custies just always talking to me. Now, if she asks why, of course you got no answer. And that would leave the fucking floor open to guesses. And it's probably because you're a crazy and a drunkie and a fucking nutball, you know? That would be anybody's first guess. Or the second guess gets deeper to where you might be dealing with them somehow. And it's just never going to be good. It's never going to be good. And this is mad funny to me because it's just a testament to how much you have to hide, you know, when you first meet people. You understand what I'm saying? If I first met anybody, you know, anybody who I just wanted to appear, let's use the word normal, you know, common or whatever, to, I cannot tell them about this podcast. Cannot, you know, when I'm talking to women and they ask me anything about what I do on the side, my spare time or whatever, hobbies, habits, whatever, I do not mention this podcast. You got to be in with me for maybe months to a year before I mention this fucking podcast. You got to have trusted me with your welfare at least once so that I can have something to leverage once you start hearing this fucking nutball shit. Have to, and that's just the way life works. You know, what are you gonna do? You know, me, I'm over here talking about hiding a fucking podcast. You know, meanwhile the woman's hiding that, you know. She fucking owes a pimp $50,000. You know, and once you're with her, you're responsible for that shit. Yeah, that's nightmare level shit. What do you do at that point? Just get rid of the woman, huh? I probably would. Can't play around like that, man. Like, you could have people in the streets looking at me crazy. Once you got people in the streets that might shoot me, come on, no brainer there. You know, but don't you? Nope. Have no feelings. If it's between you and getting shot, you know, or let me say getting shot and not getting shot, like I'm just not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. You feel me? Did I feel something for you? Probably. You know, gonna take it to my grave. And I'll get in the grave, and it won't be because I got shot. You know, fuck around with your shit. That's real shit. You just gotta know where you stand on that kind of stuff and make those fucking decisions. Make decisions. It's okay to do that. You feel me? But fucking audio podcast on Monday, video podcast on goddamn Wednesday, man, and I gotta go back to work. So you know what that means? That means fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.